today, right? So basically there are few, questions over there, like the competitive, in our previous class we did two things. One was, okay, one was qualitative method, okay, and the other one was quantitative, right? I hope everyone is aware of quantitative and qualitative. Okay, I'm just making you revise because I need to explain why in repo inflation, why we increase repo rate, but today it is not possible because Heva have to leave and others are also absent. Okay, so we'll just do that in next class, but today we will be covering the quantitative part. Okay, I'm just quickly helping you to revise. Okay, everyone will just answer me the the quantitative methods, starting with Kushi. First was,
Ma'am, is it repo rate?
yeah, you can, not an issue. Anything you can mention,
Okay.
not about sequence. Okay, just bear my writing pad. Adib, next.
No idea.
Adib, you were not attentive in the previous class, like previous to previous class.
I was not.
Then what is the opposite of repo rate?
Reverse repo rate.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Reverse repo rate. Okay, Heba, next.
Bank rate.
Okay, good. Bank rate. Seth, next.
No idea.
Yes. No idea? Seth, am I audible?
Ma'am, no idea.
Okay. Okay, who is left? Dhruv, you are left, I guess. Dhruv, am I audible? I'm feeling like I'm teaching this concept the very first time in the class. Earlier, there was no scope, or like I haven't mentioned anything in my previous class. This is the very first class, right? For Saf, Dhruv, and Adar. This is the very first class that I have introduced this concept, and they are like, oh my god, what ma'am is saying. I have no idea about this. Okay. Khushi, what is next?
Ma'am, open market.
Okay. Heba, what is next?
LRR.
Okay, great. Okay. So yeah, these were the few terms. Dhruv, Adib, and Saif. This is the last warning for you people. From next class, if you will not answer whatever was taught in the previous class, then it is not good. Okay? Why? Because in my class, I try to teach you students, like I try to make you people understand in the class itself. But if you people are not listening, if you people are not revising, I think I'm wasting my efforts. It is waste of efforts, right? See, if you want to score well, see, everybody wants to score 100 on 100. Everybody wants to score 90 plus. But the only difference why they get 100% and why not we, the only difference is they are consistent. They are studying. Right? So if you people are coming in my class, the only thing which I want from your side is your efforts. And if you are not answering, that means you are not putting your efforts. So I hope you you are going to take these things seriously, because right now you must be wondering that, okay, we have lots of time, we will be doing that. It's okay. We have lots of time. But see, success is not an overnight thing. Okay? Success is basically the efforts which you are pouring from day one. And it's been a long time, like it's been a 1 month, and I've taught you lots of things. And if you are not able to answer it, that means I'm failing somewhere in teaching you. So I hope you you people are mature enough and you people know your worth. Right? I don't need to poke up you people again and again that start studying. No. Definitely you people are very good. Like in previous class, your Viva was good. But what I expect is I want everyone on same page. If Khushi, Heba can answer the answer, I wish everyone can answer because they are like I'm teaching them same. I'm teaching you the same. Everyone is equal for me. If they can answer, I wish you people can also answer. Okay, clear? Dhruv, Saif and Adab.
So,
Dhruv and Adab. Not clear? Okay. Adab, okay, you are driving, so yeah, it's okay. Okay, students. Now moving to qualitative one. Okay, so basically qualitative is basically we are not measuring anything. I'm not telling you this, do that, do nothing like that. Okay, basically these are the terms which we are using in a quantitative measure, like some like moral suasion. Morally, I'm telling you that Kushi, see right now bank rates are really high or something like that. I'm just trying to, for example, qualitative. I gave you 100 rupees. Okay, out of this 100 rupees you were spending 80 rupees in parties and all that. So what I did, I came to you and I told you, see, wasting your money in parties and all that is waste, right? You need to save for your future. So I somewhere influenced you by pressurizing you or by influencing you, and from next month what you did, you only spent 20 rupees in party and rest 80 rupees you started saving. Okay, so this was the benefit of whatever I influenced you or whatever pressure I pour on you. Okay, so basically these are the things which we'll be doing in the qualitative. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll just share my screen, not the whiteboard. Just a minute. Stop sharing and then I'll share it. Is my screen visible? No, I think. I hope my screen is visible now.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay. So basically, this is a snap of my book, which I prefer. So I will just introduce you what we are going to do. Okay. So I hope it is clear to everyone. Like you people are able to see this.
Yes, ma'am.
Like book is clear, right?
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, great. So we will be discussing qualitative measures. Okay. So the very first thing is margin requirement. Now you must be wondering, ma'am, what is margin? Okay. So now what is margin? For example, see, whenever we take loan from bank, you know what we do whenever we take loan. For example, Khushi wants 100 rupees from me. So maybe I am giving Khushi 100 rupees. Maybe next day she just disappear and she is not returning my money. So what I'll do? My 100 rupees are gone. Right? Or in same way, I took 100 rupees from Khushi and from next day I just went to America and there was no contact of mine with Khushi. What she will do? Like she had no option. Right? So whenever we go for, for example, whenever we go for loans with bank, so what happened? For example, I want 100 rupees loan. Okay. So what bank will say, I'll give you loan, but in place of this loan, you have to submit or you have to put some security with me. Okay. For example, you have your property, you have your house, and this house is like 110. The cost of the house is 110 rupees. Okay. And in the same way, you have a car. The cost of the car is 80 rupees. Okay. So you went to bank and you gave the paper of car to bank that this is my car paper. You can keep it with you. So bank said no. I am giving you 100 rupees loan. So I will be accepting security in terms of things which are more than 100 rupees. This is of 80 rupees. Maybe next day I'll just disappear. Okay, this is of 80 rupees. I took the loan of 100 rupees. So definitely it's my profit, right? Because I'm the borrower. But the what bank accept is bank accept anything which is like whatever the loan bank is offering, it should be higher. Okay, it should be of higher amount. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Heba, Dhruv, Adab, Saif.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Explain it again.
Yeah, okay. Heba, I'll just mention it again. Just a minute. Okay. So basically, what I was trying to tell you people, see, for example, you want 100 rupees as a loan. Okay. I went to bank and I told, this is the bank. I went to bank and I told that I want 100 rupees loan. Okay. So he said, okay, you can take loan. I'll grant you loan. But for example, in place of loan, you have to keep something with me as a security. That maybe in future you just left or you just went somewhere. How I will track you? Where, like, I gave you 100 rupees. What is the security? Like, what is the benefit of mine? What is the security that in future you won't be, for example, you were unable to pay the loan? It will be a loss to bank, right? So what bank do? Bank ask for securities. Okay. So maybe if you are taking 100 rupees from bank, you have to deposit something whose cost is 100 plus. Okay, 100 plus means it can be 110, it can be 120, it can be 150, it can be 200, anything. Okay, but not less than 100 rupees. Okay. So basically, whatever amount of loan bank is giving, whatever amount of loan bank is providing you, and in return, the value, the market value of the product you are keeping with bank, that should be always more than the loan given to you. Okay, now it's clear, Heba?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am.
Not an issue. Okay, so basically this is the thing. Okay, so the now margin is, for example, I'm giving you 100 rupees loan. Okay, and in that place you were giving me 110 rupees product. Okay, like your house property, your house papers or something like that. The cost of your house is 110. So I said okay, but there are few banks who always say, for example, you are giving me 100 rupees loan, so you have to give 150 plus amount of things. Okay, so this is the margin. See here, the only difference was 10, right? Between the price of loan and the value of the product. The only difference was 10. But here the difference is 50. Right? So this is the margin. Okay. So what bank do? They increase the margin or they decrease the margin. Right? So this is what bank do. They increase the margin. For example, it's not possible for everyone, that they must be having a property of 150 rupees. Maybe they have the property of 120, not more than that. From where they will arrange 150 rupees of property or 150 rupees of thing? Maybe they don't have. This is what the margin is. When bank increase margin, it becomes difficult for people to take loan, because why? How, from where they will, collect this property papers or anything. But for example, there is a little bit difference between the market value of a product and between the loan granted. Then they can arrange the loan easily, and they can arrange the product easily in place of loan. Clear to everyone? This is the margin. The difference between this and this. This is the market price of your product, and this is the amount of loan which bank is giving to you. Clear? Everyone, yes or no, maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
Others? Only Khushi? Heba, got it or not? Didn't get it? You can let me know if you didn't get it. Yeah, this is,
Sorry,
something
ma'am, there
new.
was some disturbance, so I couldn't hear it properly.
Okay. I'll just re-explain it. Not an issue. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. Now, basically, as I do, my screen is visible.
It is visible.
Okay. I don't understand. Okay. Now, the margin requirement. Okay, what is this margin requirement? Basically, a margin is the difference between market value of the security offered by the borrower against the loan and the amount of loan granted. Till now, here it's a definition. Okay. Now, what is this? Basically, it is a difference between, for example, I was giving you loan of 100 rupees. Okay. And the property, like you, for example, I was giving you loan of 100 rupees and in return, you submitted your property papers and the property was of 150 rupees. Okay. So basically the difference between loan granted and the difference between the market price of the security is 50. So this is the margin. Okay. So margin is basically the difference between market value of a security, because you are the person who is taking loan. So whatever a product you are keeping with bank in place of, in again, for example, you want loan, in return you will be giving your property papers to your bank, right? So that is a security. So difference between market value of a security offered by borrower. Who offer this security? Borrower, because I am taking money, I am the borrower, so I will be giving the security. Okay. And why I am giving against the loan? Against means in return of loan. If bank is giving me loan, in return of that or in against of that, I will give back the security. Okay. Or you can say, if you want to write against the loan, or you can write and the amount of loan ground. Okay. Clear? Everyone, now it's clear what is margin requirement.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can write the definition. First write qualitative measure. Okay. And then write imposing marginal requirement. Then write what a margin is a difference between market value of a security offered by the borrowers against the loan. Okay. Done, students? So sorry. Done? Yes or no, maybe. Not done? Am I audible?
Am I audible, ma'am?
Am I audible to others?
Yes.
Okay, nobody is responding. I'm like, maybe
My
I'm
mic
facing some
wasn't
network issue.
working, I guess. I was trying to listen.
I thought I'm facing some network issue. That's why you are not able to hear me. Okay. Just Heba, just give me 2 minutes. I'm just explaining this part, then you can leave. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay. Now situation. I hope everyone is aware what is margin. Okay, margin is basically what amount of loan you are getting, and in return of that, what is the value of the security. Okay, for example, you are taking 100 rupees loan, and the value of the security you are keeping, that is 150. So marginal difference is 50 rupees, right? But in case, for example, you are taking 100 rupees loan, and in return bank is asking for 200 rupees security. So the difference is 100. Okay, so it's don't depend on you that okay, I'm taking 100 rupees note, I'm taking 100 rupees loan, I'll just give you only 110 rupees of security. No, it marginal requirement is always decided by bank. If they'll say if you want loan, you have to give me this amount of product as a security, and the amount should be like this. So they will be deciding it, not you people will be deciding. Okay. So for example, there is excess demand. Excess demand means inflation or deflation. Anyone?
It's deflation.
Yeah, deflation. Okay. So when there is excess demand, what excess demands means the prices are really low, right? So prices are really low. So what a bank will be doing? Bank will be increasing the marginal requirement. Why? Because people have lots of money with them. Prices are low, so they have lots of money, and they are coming to bank. I want loan. I want loan. I want loan. Like this. So what bank do is, for example, earlier for 100 rupees loan, they were asking for 150 rupees of security. But now they thought that there is lots of demand. Lots of people are coming and asking for loan. So what they will do? They will increase the margin. Now they will say, earlier it was 100 rupees loan. For 100 rupees loan, you have to give 150 rupees as a security. But now you have to give 300 rupees. So what they will do? They will increase the marginal requirement. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. So right now, just write it like this. When there is excess demand, marginal requirement is increased. Okay. And just leave the space. Okay, I just explained that. And then deficit demand. Deficit demand, for example, nobody is demanding. Nobody is coming to bank and nobody is asking for loan. What bank will say? Earlier they were saying for 100 rupees, you have to pay 150 rupees as a security. Right? But now nobody is demanding. There is deficit demand. Nobody is. What bank? So bank said, okay. Earlier it was 150. Now it is only 110 or only 105. Now you can come and take loan because nobody was coming. So what bank did? Bank decreased, reduced the margin. Clear? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can just write it down like this. Excess demand, margin requirement has increased, and deficit demand, margin requirement is reduced. I hope everyone is writing, not only Kushi and Heba. I hope Dhruv, Seth, you both are also writing. Other was driving.
Ma'am, can you repeat what you said now?
This part, excess demand and deficit demand.
Yeah,
Okay. Seth, you are aware what is margin requirement?
kind of.
No? You can say, ma'am, no, I am not aware. I'll just re-explain it. Not an issue.
Yes, ma'am. That's better.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Heba is writing this, and once she is done, she will leave, and then I'll re-explain. Okay? Heba, let me know once you are done. Okay, so that you can leave.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Hiba, you can now leave the meeting and take care of your family, okay? And don't worry and calmly go, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye. Okay. Okay, now Seth, listen to it carefully. Okay, I'm just re-explaining it.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute, huh? Okay. Basically, what is margin? Okay, M-A-R-G-I-N. Margin is basically, see, Seth, if I'll come to you and I'll ask you, Seth, please give me 100 rupees. Okay, then what you will do? You will give me 100 rupees?
Yes.
Okay, but for example, I told you, I came to you, I asked you, Seth, I want 100 rupees and I will return to you in next, by this week, I will return. Okay, you gave me 100 rupees, but maybe somewhere I deleted your number, I blocked you from everywhere and I just went to America. So how you will come, Papa Matana? How you will come to know that, how you will catch me or how you will ask your money from me? Is there any alternative? What you will do?
I don't know.
Don't know, right? So yeah. So whenever from next time, whenever you give loan to anyone or you money to anyone, just keep in one thing, take a security. Okay. Now what is security? For example, this is bank. It is the function of bank to give loans. Lots of people, not only I, you, Kushi, not only we, like everyone across the world, everyone go and take loans from bank. Okay. So for example, I went to bank and I asked bank to give me 100 rupees loan. So bank said, okay, you want 100 rupees loan. Okay. In return of that, you have to keep something with me. Okay. And the value of that product should be more than 100 rupees. For example, I have a house. Okay. I have a, sorry, just bear with my drawing. Okay. I have this house and the cost of this house is 150 rupees. So what I did, I deposited papers of my house to bank and in place of that, bank gave me 100 rupees cash. Clear?
Yes.
So for example, maybe next month, for example, I promised bank that within this month I'll, repay all the loan. I'll just clear out all my loan. I'll just give them their money back. But somehow I was unable to pay. Okay. So at that moment, what bank will do? Bank will say nothing to me. What they will do? They will keep my house with them because they have my papers and they will seal my house. And now this house is of bank. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the margin. And it's not like that, for example, you are taking 100 rupees loan and you came with 101 rupees thing and you said that, see, I'm giving you 101 rupees thing. In future, I will be unable to pay loan, you can take my this product. No. Margin is always decided by banks, right? For example, for 100 rupees note, bank want you to keep product of 150 rupees. So you have to keep that 150 rupees. What is the difference between the loan which bank is giving and the market value of
50
the
rupees.
security?
50
Yeah, it
rupees.
is 50 rupees. So
That's-
basically, it's totally up to the bank. Sometimes they increase this, sometimes they decrease it. Okay. Now there are two situations. One is excess demand. Excess demands means people are demanding a lot. Like they're demanding, I want loan, I want loan, I want loan, like this. They have lots of money. So what bank will do at that time? Bank will increase the margin. That earlier it was giving, if you want 100 rupees loan, you have to pay 150. But now 150 rupees of product. But now what bank did? Bank said, now if you want 100 rupees loan, you have to keep the product of 300 rupees with me. What they do? They increase the margin. Yeah. So this is basically now the difference is 200 rupees. Earlier it was 3 rupees. Now it is 200 rupees. Okay. So when there is excess demand, what bank do? They increase marginal requirement. And when there is deficit demand, deficit means nobody is purchasing. So what bank will say? Earlier it was for 100 rupees, you have to pay 150 rupees of product. Now you have to just pay 105 rupees of product or 110 rupees of product. So what they did, because nobody was demanding, there was deficit demand. So what bank said, bank just decreased the margin requirement.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. You wrote it down or you want me to share that?
No, ma'am, I wrote it.
Wrote it?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, students. I'll just stop sharing this. Okay, now we will be solving the questions which we did in our previous class, right? I hope everyone, I'll just share you this. First of all, I'll just share you the marks. Okay, whoever is present over here, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so basically, who is here? Khushi, Dhruv, Adav and Saif, right? So Khushi, you got 5 on 5. Okay. Dhruv, you got 4 on 5. Okay, 4 out of 5. And who is there? Saif, you got 2 on 5. That's very bad. Yeah, laughing. Wow, ma'am, I talked.
No, ma'am, I'm coughing.
Okay, you're coughing. Okay. So from next time, this was the very first vibe, right? So of course I'm not being strict, as I was very lenient throughout the days. It was not something very strict. I was lenient throughout the days. I was trying to help you people in each and every way. Because that was the first vibe. But from next time, I will be very much strict. And the question will be just like the first question. That was the trickiest part, right? Other were very simple. It was just based on whatever I taught you. But the first question was a little bit tricky, right? You need to, because most of the people attempted wrong. I gave you the time, like the whole time. I would say I gave you 5 minutes for that one question itself. But most of the people answered that question wrong. I think only Khushi, Amos, and Heba. These 3 people did the first question right. Others did it wrong. And Mohammed also did the first question right, but some other question was wrong of him. Okay, Adib, you got 3.5. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And who is there? Dhruv, I have already mentioned. Dhruv, I have told you 4 on 5.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So from next time, those who got 3 and 2.5, 3.5 and 2, I want you people to score 4 and 5. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just stop sharing. Now we will discuss that. Okay. Okay. So the very first question was increase in bank rate. Okay. Increase in bank rate. If you increase this bank rate, okay, then what will happen? Excess demand or deficit demand? Excess demand or deficit demand? Okay, this was the question. So see, now what I told you people, how to attempt these questions. First, you have to relate it to the inflation and deflation. So what you will do, side by you will make a table. Okay, in that table you will write when there is inflation. Inflation means prices are getting increased. Because of that, demand is getting decreased. Okay, so inflation means deficit demand. Clear? And deflation means decrease, prices are getting decreased. That means demand is increased. Okay, so basically that was inflation means demand is getting decreased and deflation means demand is getting increased. Clear? Now the question was when we increase this bank rate. Okay, now the question is when we increase this bank rate. Basically, when we increase this bank rate, when there is inflation, okay, we increase bank rate, right? And now in inflation we increase bank rate, and inflation means
Decrease in demand.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, inflation means decrease in demand. Now. It is decrease in demand. But the question was what we need to correct. Okay. Now the question is what we need to correct. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. What we do, like when there is inflation, we increase bank rate. And inflation means prices are getting increased and demand is getting down. Okay. Now the question was when we increase bank rate, it helped to correct. Okay. So what it helped to correct? Why we increase bank rate? It helped to correct the excess demand. Okay. Why we are increasing this? Because people are demanding a lot, right? So basically, why we are doing this? Why we are increasing this? Just to control the inflation. Clear? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Not clear or clear?
So how do we answer?
Basically, see, inflation means what?
Increase in price and decrease,
Yeah, increase in price. When there is increase in price, what happened?
decrease in demand.
Yeah, decrease in demand happened. When there is deflation, there is decrease in price. What happened?
Increase in
These
demand.
things. But now the question is, why we are increasing? For example, this is a question that for 100 rupees, for you want a 100 rupees loan, right? Bank rate is basically the rate at which central bank give loans to commercial bank. For example, you want 100 rupees loan and I told you that you have to give me 10% of interest. Okay. Now you increase this. Okay. Why you, for example, it was 10 rupees. It was 10%. And now what you did, you increase it to 20%. Just tell me, it was 10% earlier. Now it is 20%. Earlier, 10 people were taking loan. Now only 5 people will take loan. Why? Because you have increased the rate,
Interest.
right? So this is what, if you are increasing the bank rate, right? So why you are increasing? Because there is excess demand. People are demanding a lot of things. That's why you are increasing the bank rate.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
To correct that. Okay, there people were demanding a lot. Earlier it was 10 rupees, 10%. So 10 people were demanding. Okay, so that's why what you did, you increased bank rate. Now, what? It was 20%, so only 5 people demanded. So that earlier it was excess demand, like lots of people were demanding. That's why you increased bank rate. Now, the excess demand, there was excess demand. Okay, but now you controlled it, right? You corrected it. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Just forget about this. Just think about this. If you are increasing the rate, what will happen? It will correct excess demand. Why we increase the prices? Why we increase bank rate? Why we increase repo rate? Something like that. Because people are demanding a lot. That's why we thought that lots of people are demanding. There is excess demand. If we will increase the prices, nobody will demand. So that's why this is the relation. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So just check your assignment. You have your assignment with you?
Assignment? Which assignment?
You didn't get the assignment from previous class, like previous class?
No, ma'am.
Didn't get any assignment? After every class, you don't get any assignment, or you get?
No, ma'am. I don't get any assignments.
Okay, I'll just check it with Amir. Okay, so I'm just giving you one more question. Just write it down. Decrease in cash reserve ratio. Decrease in cash reserve ratio helps to correct. Just forget about this inflation part. Just focus on why we increase and why we decrease. Just forget about this. Okay? Just relate like this. If you are decreasing something, why you are decreasing? Done? Dhruv, done? Seth? Not done? Okay. The question was CRR. Okay. CRR. Okay. When decrease in CRR. For example, you are decreasing the CRR. Okay. CRR is basically the ratio. For example, you got 100 rupees and earlier you were keeping CRR of 20 rupees. But now you are decreasing it. Earlier you were keeping 20 rupees. Now you are keeping only 10 rupees. Okay. Why you are doing this? Because nobody is demanding. Right? Earlier, because you were not spending your money. Earlier you were spending lots of money. You were demanding lots of money. I want 20 rupees, I want 30 rupees. There was an excess demand. But if you are decreasing this, why? Because there is nobody is demanding. So what I am doing is I am trying to give you money. That take this money and demand. Do spend this money because you are spending nothing. Okay, so basically when there is deficit demand, what we do? There, like when there is nobody is demanding or there is decrease in CRR, why we decrease CRR? Because there is a problem of deficit demand. There is a problem of deficit demand. Nobody is demanding. So that's why we will increase. Just remember one thing, but whenever we increase, why we increase? Just to correct excess demand. People were demanding a lot. That's why we increase everything. Now people will not demand. But for example, I decrease something. Why I decrease? Because nobody was demanding. There was a deficit demand. Nobody was demanding. That's why I decreased. See, just remember one thing, everyone. For example, the price of chocolate is 100 rupees. Okay. Why I will increase the price of chocolate? When there is excess demand. Right? When people are demanding lots of, like everyone is demanding, I want chocolate, I want chocolate, I want chocolate. So what I will do? I will increase the prices. Okay. So just to correct the excess demand, I will increase everything. But for example, I decrease the prices of chocolate. Why? Because nobody was demanding. There was a deficit demand. Nobody was demanding. So what I said, this chocolate is 100 rupees. Now I'm giving this chocolate for just for 50 rupees. Just take it. Why? Because there was a deficit demand. Nobody was demanding. Okay. Clear now?
Yes.
Everyone, Khushi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Students, I'm just telling you one thing over here. See, I hope everyone know what is inflation. That means price will be increased. Okay. There are two ways. How two ways? For example, the question can be, why price increase? Okay. And the other question is, when price increase, what happened? When price increase, what happened? Okay. So why price increase? Because there was lots of demand. Demand was high. That's why what shopkeeper did, he increased the price. Clear? And that is known as inflation, means increase in price. And why there is increase in price? Because demand was high. Okay. Now, once he increased the price, what happened? He increased the price. Okay. Now what happened? People started demanding less. Clear? If someone will ask you, why the prices are being increased, you will say there was an excess demand, because of that price increase. Because of that, shopkeeper increased the price. Okay. If I'll ask you, after increasing price, what happened? You will tell me, ma'am, after increasing prices, the demand got reduced because it was not possible for everyone to purchase the product at such a high price. Clear? Clear?
Yeah,
Not
ma'am.
Not clear?
No, ma'am, clear.
Okay. So basically, see, when there is excess demand, okay, when there is excess demand, because of excess demand, there is inflation. Just don't get confused. Because of excess demand, okay, because of excess demand, there is inflation. And because of inflation, there is deficit demand. I hope the cycle is clear. See, there was increased excess demand. That's why prices were increased. And when prices are increased, that is known as inflation. Okay. Because of excess demand, inflation was there. And when there was inflation, Like prices got high, people started demanding less. There was a deficit demand. Clear? This is a cycle. Because of excess demand, there will be inflation, and because of inflation, there will be deficit demand. So why? What is this inflation? Why this inflation is there? Just to correct this excess demand. Okay, there was excess demand in market. That's why this inflation was bought. So that this problem of excess demand can be corrected. People were demanding a lot. That's why inflation was bought, and now people started demanding less. Of course, the problem solved. Okay. In the same way, for example, there was deficit demand. Nobody was demanding. So what I did deflation. Deflation means I decrease the price. Now what people started? People demanding excess. People started demanding. There was no demand. That's why I bought inflation. There was deficit demand. I bought deflation. And because of deflation, there was excess demand. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to write it down in your own words, just draw a table like this. This excess demand, and then do inflation. And because of inflation, there is deficit demand. Like this, draw a table. So that draw a diagram, I would say, that will help you. Okay, just to recall everything. Because most of the time, people get confused. When I say excess demand, they saying, ma'am, because of deficit, because of deflation, there is excess demand. I'm not asking that. I'm asking because of excess demand, what is happening? So because of excess demand, there is inflation. Okay. No need to think like what to write. Just write in simple words. Excess demand means inflation, and inflation means deficit demand. Because of inflation, there is deficit demand. Same. When there is deficit demand, we bring deflation. And because of deflation, there is excess demand. Okay. If you want to correct deflation, you have to bring if you want to correct deficit demand, you have to bring deflation. And if you want to correct excess demand, you have to bring inflation. Let me know once you are done, okay?
Ma'am, because of deficit demand, what happens?
Because of deficit demand. See, deficit demand is nobody is purchasing, right? There nobody is demanding. So what you will do, you will decrease the prices. Okay, and decrease in prices means deflation. Okay, I'm just writing it over here. Deflation. 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 And the opposite is inflation. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Too confusing.
Got it, or it's confusing?
It was confusing.
Now it's clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, I'll re-explain it in next class. Don't worry, because others were absent and this is the most important part.
Ma'am, I need to leave. I need to prepare.
Yeah, okay. Others, if you are done, you can also leave. Time is up. Okay? So bye-bye if you are done. If you are not done, you can stay.
Okay, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye, students. Bye.